Everybody, hi, this is Phil. Hope you're doing well. It is hot today, folks. I got temperature, I think around 91. Humidity is incredibly hot. I'm sweating as I'm talking to you here. Today I have a new look. I've got a cowboy hat on, and that is in memory of the black cowboys out in the Wild Wild West. We're talking Bass Reeves, we're talking Bill Pickett, and many others. We're going to honor them today, and I think I like the look. I might keep the cowboy hat. I'm a big advocate of the cowboy hat anyway, so I might keep the look. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Now, the real reason why, and the most important reason I'm contacting today and having this video, is that I want to talk about two topics that typically don't intersect, but I think you'll understand why, and that is veterans and gun rights. For the last 30 years, the VA, that is the Veterans Administration, has had a policy. If a veteran needing assistance, be assigned a fiduciary. And a fiduciary really means someone who's going to protect them and watch over their finances and benefits on a monthly basis. That means that person could be being assigned a fiduciary because of injury in the war. They could be assigned a fiduciary because of a disease, or just in some cases just old age. We all get old. And the veterans of anyone in this country, they deserve every possible right and assistance, because they protected our butts and they are protecting our freedom that we exercise here on a daily basis. So we have to back them 110%. Unfortunately, when a VA has taken a veteran and assigned them a fiduciary, there's been a policy for the last 30 years that NICS, that is the National Instant Criminal Background Check System, be notified instantly, and that particular veteran will not be able to buy a gun anymore because they're red flagged in the system. I think that's wrong. I'm sure you think the same thing, and millions of other folks across the country thought that is something that needs to be addressed. Well, it has been addressed, and as of the last, I think, May or February, it's been finalized that veterans can now buy a gun who have a fiduciary in the system, and they will not be prevented from purchasing a gun. I think that's a really good move by the folks in DC. Regardless of the politics, regardless of what side you're on, veterans need to be able to access the same stuff that we access on a daily basis. If they want to go buy a gun and they're of sound mind and body, they should be allowed to buy a gun, in my estimation. There's nothing wrong with that, and we should support that 110% when they go out and buy a gun. But the sad thing, and this is something I'll close with, is that just think for the last 30 years, the thousands and hundreds of thousands, if not millions of veterans that have went to their grave unable to purchase a gun because they have been flagged in a system that prevented them from buying a gun. The very same government that they went out to protect, the people that they went out to protect, is now told them in the past that they were able to buy a gun. And I think that's a sad commentary on the subject. What we have to do, folks, and I know you guys are saying, Phil, you're always beating the drum on all this stuff. You have to be diligent. Do your reading in the newspaper. Do your reading on the internet. See what's going on locally, regionally, and nationally with gun laws. Because the more you know as a gun owner, the more powerful you are as a person in this country. When you don't know, that's when things get taken away from you, i.e. Virginia. Need I say more? All right, I'm gonna close, and as always, God bless, be safe, and respect.